Act 1. Now, is this life that you want? Is it truly the life that you want yourself? Or is it based on the opinion? Is it based on the views of others? What others live themselves and what other people think that you should be living too? Now, maybe your family, your mother, your father, your brothers, your sisters, your friends, people you work with, people you see on the internet. Do you see the way that they live life? And then from that, build up a opinion, build up a view of the way that you should be living yours. Because you do not want to be going down a path where you are living a life that you think you should be, rather than actually living a life that you want, a life that you have built up the desire, you've built up the idea from yourself. Now, truly write down the fine details of what you want. Get very specific. Every single part of what you want your life to be like, write it down. Where do you sleep? What is your sleep like? What are your mornings like? What do you do as soon as you wake up? What do you spend your day doing as work? Do you work for someone? Do you work for yourself, bringing value to the world? What do you do to spend time doing your hobbies and the things you love? How much money do you make? What money do you spend? Who do you spend time with? Are you with family? Are you with friends? Are you going out? Are you always traveling? Where do you live? What car do you have? Do you have a bicycle? Maybe you have a boat. Do you have a dog? Maybe a cat? Maybe a parrot? Maybe somehow you've got a tiger. We don't know. It's up to you. Be very specific with what your life is, and then read it through and truly, truly admit to yourself, is that the life that you want yourself? Do you want that life? Removing all external opinions. Look at your list and say to yourself, yes, or say, no, I don't want that life. I do want that life. Be very true to yourself with what you want. And then perfect that list, that definition of what your desired life is based on truly what you want. And only then do you have a desired path for you to move towards that you've chosen yourself. Act 2. Now, you've got your idea of what your desired life is, and you know what you want down the line in the future and what you're going to live life. But let's forget about future creation and let's think and let's do right now things that can transform your life instantly. Now, you're going to make another list, and it doesn't have to be long. You can be 3, 5 things. And these are things that you could do right now that would change your life. It doesn't have to be a dramatic change. What are things you could do right now that would make you feel better? Just write it down. Maybe you're going to do less of something. Maybe you'll do more. Maybe you'll completely just stop doing this one thing. Perhaps you will start doing something at a specific time each morning. Just write down a few things that if you started to do them right now, they would really transform the way you feel in a positive way, okay? After that, I want you to answer, say you've wrote down 3 things. How would you feel right now if you instantly started doing those 3 things? How would you feel? What would your life be like instantly from that simple change? Just feel it. Feel the change. Feel the improvement from doing that instant thing. Let's say that every time that you finish your breakfast, you're going to stretch for 5 minutes. You connect the stretching to your breakfast, so now you have breakfast and you stretch. How would you feel from doing those stretches every single day after your breakfast? Feel it. How would that feel? Because that is an instant change that you can do right now to dramatically improve your life from just doing one different thing each day. Now, tell me, why are you not currently doing it? You know one thing that could improve yourself. You know how you would feel, how it would benefit you if you changed. and did that thing each day that's really small, now why do you not do it? Because it's simple. You know it's simple. You know it can transform you. You know it will make you feel good. So why don't you do it? Be truthful with yourself. Are you lazy? Do you forget? Whichever one it is. I want you to do the complete opposite. Just wipe them out of the way. Forget about that. You're going to connect the new thing that you're going to do. It's very small. Let's start with one thing and let's attach it to something you already do. So if it's stretching, you're going to have breakfast, then you're going to stretch. Okay? Very simple. You do that for 7 days and then you will start to feel the benefit from doing it. And then you'll want to do it. You won't have to persuade yourself. You won't have to remind yourself. You would have felt the benefit. And now, boom, you've transformed your life in a positive way instantly without having to do any future creation and understanding what you want. You've done it right here, right now. Act free. You have that dream life. You have your desire of what you want to live. Beautiful, brilliant. Now, there's going to be one little thing in your life that you want, and you're going to focus on it a lot. It might be money. It might be freedom. It might be doing a specific job, and you're going to full on pinpoint of making that happen. Now, what will happen from doing this is you will most likely start to neglect other parts of your life. And this is what happens when you start to focus so strongly on that one specific thing that everything else in your life just gets completely ignored. Because to you want to do that one great thing. And to do that one great thing, you have to ignore the other things, which you don't. Now, you can, if you want, go all in and neglect everything else, but you'll live an unbalanced life. You won't feel good. There will be unbalances that will affect you. So it's fine having this one specific thing that you want to have, that you want to experience, but you can't neglect the other things in your life. You have your wealth, you have your health, you have your mental state, your emotions, your physical state, your spiritual state, you have your nutrition, your hydration, your immune system, the way that you feel, the way that you move, the way that you look, the way that you are. That's just a few things that you need to put good attention into doing it. Because if all of a sudden you just focus on your wealth, your health is going to drop, your hydration is going to drop, the way that you move and feel is going to drop. You need to put a decent amount of attention in every single part of your life. Otherwise, it's going to crumble around you. But you focused on your wealth, so you've got a lot of money. Oh, fantastic. You've got a lot of money. You know what's good about that? Is you're going to have a lot of money and you're going to be sitting on this lovely leather sofa and you feel great and you've got this beautiful drink in your hand. And guess what happened? You don't feel good. You don't move good. Your hydration is awful. Your nutrition is, what have I eaten today? Oh, nothing. Everything will start to crumble when you focus fully on that one thing. So spread your attention and make sure that every single part of your life is getting an input from you. Act 4. Now, the creation of your life comes from the action that you take. And the action that you take comes from your internal state, from your internal feeling. And your internal feeling comes from the choice that you choose to feel. Now, if we reverse engineer that like we just have, to get to your life that you want, your desire, you need to take action, and to take action, you need to feel good, and to more than feel good, you need to make that choice. Now, internally, and this is more important than anything that you can do and anything that has been said in this video, you need to internally feel. You need to internally experience the state of living your life the way that you want it, of living that desired state. When you can feel it, when you can internally, naturally feel the way that you would if your life was like that, that's when you've hit the jackpot. That's when you shout out, bingo! Because then, when you internally feel the way that you want, guess what happens? Things around you change. The things that you see change. You start to take different action. You start to view things differently. Because when you're in that internal state of your desire, you then start to take action, which would be like the action that you would be taking if you was living that desired life. So now you're taking the action and you're getting things done and you're getting results. And then around you in this 3D world that we look at, in this reality, things start to happen because you've took this action. Maybe you wanted to bring value to the world and have a business that's making 5 figures every month. You've started to create content and people are viewing and people are buying from you and you're making money after money, month after month. All because you internally created the natural state of feeling the desire before you could see it in this 3D world. And that's the most important thing that you can do. Because you will try to take action now, but internally you will be feeling weak. You will not be feeling in that state that you want. But when you internally start to feel that you are in the state of the desire, that you are in the state that you want, it changes. It changes everything. And that's when you start to take the action as that person. And then the results follow right in front of you. You look at them and you're like, wow. I couldn't imagine that happening. You know why? Because you couldn't imagine the actions you would need to take because you were not internally the person, the feeling, the state that you needed to be. And once you do that, everything will just flow the way it should for you to achieve that state. As always, there's 4 acts. And they are individual, they work on their own, they are things you separately focus on, but together they are a synergy that helps you create your desired life, to have you live that life that you want. So you have to focus on all 4, and then all 4 of them will work together so that you can get closer to living that desired life, that life that you dream about, that you write about, that can become a reality. But anyways, thank you for watching. OMG, did you know that I have a Patreon where you can choose the videos that we make next, that you can support the content that I create and the value that I give to you, and there is exclusive content on the Patreon from me to you that is only available right there on Patreon, baby. Links in the description and the pinned comment.